Namaste and welcome to Mindful Surrender Yoga. Today we're going to take a little guided journey inward. We're just going to get a little bit deeper than where we are in our conscious awareness usually. Most of us are spending a great deal of time lost in our heads, lost in our thinking, over-identified with our bodies and what our bodies are doing, that we forget where we really are, the essence of who we are. We forget where that is. Sometimes we even forget that we're in a body. We're so busy with our doing and our thinking and our feeling that we forget to stay connected to this vessel that is here to help us move around the planet in. So today I just want to take you a little bit beyond form into the formless, beyond this identity of me as a little me that's busy doing, this body, this mind, these thoughts, these feelings, this having to do, the roles I play. My needing to grasp from the external world to fulfill something that may not feel fulfilled within me, or to push away anything that scares me or bothers me or disturbs what I've already gotten stored inside me. So we're going to try to get beyond the normal way of thinking and experiencing life, and we're just for a few minutes going to go deeper below that plane of existence. We're going to leave the little me for the deeper I that's within. So I'm going to encourage you, first of all, to find a space where you can be as free from distractions as possible, noticing that it's almost impossible to eliminate distractions altogether. As I'm doing this, there'll probably be distractions in the background. I want you to, my dog's barking, for example, or people coming in. I have a busy household, and there is no secluded space for me to do this exercise where I can be completely free from distractions. So I want you to see anything that's going on in my environment or your environment not as interruptions necessarily, but as our connection with the world around us. When we seek to go deeper, when we seek a so-called spiritual practice, we're not disengaging from life altogether. We're finding a way to be in life without being over-attached to it or over-identified with this world of form. So form will come in as noises and interruptions. We're just going to allow them, basically. What I also want you to do is to sit upright. You can sit in a chair like I'm doing, and I tend to prefer to do this with my feet firmly planted on the floor. Sits bones, I feel them on the chair, and my back is a little bit away from the chair. You can also, if you prefer, to sit on the floor on a cushion in a cross-legged position or lotus position, whatever you prefer, or kneeling, if you prefer to do it that way. The most important thing with this practice, or any meditation practice that we do, is that the spine stays erect. We want the spine to stay erect, but relaxed. It is believed that we're more likely to attain Siddha Vichri Nirodi, which is a yogic term meaning the ceasing of the rippling of the mind, when we are in erect posture. We don't want to be under the mind, as in a conscious or asleep, nor do we want to be so stuck in the head that we cannot experience what it is to be right here and now. And that is what happens a lot of times when we're caught up in what Patanjali referred to as the mental modifications. All these thoughts, feelings, ideas, dualism, our roles, are over-identified with the body, are over-identifying with anything that we're doing, that we don't experience what is as it is, okay? So we are going to bring ourselves back into our body with this exercise. We're going to bring ourselves back. We're going to become very aware of thoughts and feelings and sensations with this exercise. We're going to become very aware of the inner body with this exercise. But we are going to try to transcend a little deeper into the experience of the true I, as we become aware of these things. Ramana Maharishi was infamous in his teaching of direct realization. And what that simply means is coming to contact with who we really are, the true self, beyond this idea we have of self, which I would refer to as little me in all its dramas. And one way of doing that is just falling into this one question without attempting to answer it, because when we attempt to answer the question, we're using the mind, the intellectual mind, to answer what it cannot answer, because who we are goes beyond mind. And that question is, who am I? Or who is aware of this experience that I'm having? So those are the questions we'll be asking as we proceed, as we get deeper and deeper and deeper into who we truly are. Okay? So first thing, after we've found our position and we're tall and relaxed, tall, erect, and relaxed, you're going to stay alert. I want you to look around you where you are in time and space at this moment. Look around your external environment. What time of the day is it? Again, these are just mental concepts, but we're still just going to stay in the mind for now. What are you seeing? What colors? What textures? What are you hearing? What's around you? What does it feel like? Just basically, before we get any deeper, what are you experiencing? And as you look around, without attempting to answer this question, and you will notice the mind coming in trying to answer it. You're not going to stop the mind. You're just going to aware that the mind is just doing its thing. You are taking your focused attention as much as possible and asking the question without looking for an intellectual answer. Who is aware of what I'm experiencing right now? Who's aware of time and space? Very good. Now I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. You're going to close your eyes and you're going to notice the difference between what you visualized with your open eyes, what you experienced as time and space with your open eyes, and now with your eyes closed, just like almost like sinking into a dark room, just going into a quiet room by yourself and closing the door and turning off the lights, and that's what you've just done. And you're going to experience, because you went with it, right? You've lost the external stimuli, but you're still here. So just notice what that feels like in contrast to be here in the darkness. Just notice. No judgment, no labeling of anything. Just what does it feel like? I'm going to ask the question again. And you're not going to answer it with the intellectual mind. The intellectual mind will come in and answer it. You're just going to allow it to, but you're not going to get caught up in its answer. And you're going to ask the question, who is aware of where I am right now? Who is aware of this concept of time and space in this darkened space that I'm in right now? From here, we're going to focus on our breath. We're going to bring, because you still may be in the mind, you still may be stuck in the head a little bit. So we're going to focus on breath, which is one of the greatest anchors of bringing us back down into the body. So we are going to do 2 control breaths together. We're going to breathe in for a count of 4 silently to ourselves, noticing a pause, and then breathing out for a count of 6 as we again notice that pause afterwards. When we breathe in, we'll notice that the belly rises. When we breathe out, we'll notice that the belly falls. So let's begin the first breath together, mentally counting to yourself a count of 4 and exhaling a count of 6. Very good. I should say in yoga we try to breathe in and out through the nose, but that's uncomfortable for you. You can breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's do that again. Breathing in. Noticing a pause. And exhaling for 6. Very good. So you've anchored yourself into your body a bit. Your mind's still going to want to pull you out. You can still want to go out to the external world. You're still going to be focusing on many things. But we're just going to use breath to bring us back whenever we need or recognize that we've slipped out of this dark room and back into the world around us. So we're going to be mindful of breath without controlling it or forcing it. Just noticing again how the belly rises on every inhale and falls ever so slightly on every exhale. Noticing the body relaxing more and more with our exhales. So let's just focus on breath a little bit here. very naturally at your own pace, your own rate, your own rhythm. Focusing on the belly rising and falling. And from this position, we're going to just do a quick body scan, becoming aware of the body and what it's experiencing at this moment. You're going to scan the body from head to toe, just noticing without judging or labeling or trying to define or create story around any sensations that your body is experiencing. Just notice briefly where they are. Notice what kind of sensation it is. Maybe tension or relaxation, maybe pain even, maybe tingling or numbness. Whatever you're experiencing in your body through a quick scan from head to toe, noticing what is tensing, what is relaxing, what is releasing, what is pain, what is comfort. No wording, just those words I'm using for a guiding point, but don't describe it to yourself. Just notice what you're feeling. And as you're experiencing, remind yourself you don't need it to be anything other than what it is. There's no good here, there's no bad here, there's no right here, there's no wrong here, there's no should be here, there's no should not be here. It is what it is. And again, no judging or labeling or naming the sensations, just noticing. As you continue to breathe, belly rising, breathe out, belly falling. You're going to ask yourself again, who is aware of these body sensations? Who is aware of my breath? And who is aware of these body sensations in me? Now we're going to go back on the top of the head again, and we're just going to encourage the body to relax a little bit into whatever's there, into whatever sensations are there, without needing to fix them or change them. We're just going to relax and release into them. We're going to start with the scalp, putting your tension on the scalp. As you continue to breathe in, belly rising, breathe out, belly falls. Noticing whatever sensations you're feeling in the scalp, and encouraging that to simply release and relax and let go. Feel the brow releasing, relaxing, and letting go. Notice it softening, the eyes softening, cheeks softening. We're going to go to an area where we have a great deal of tension stored in most people, and we are going to encourage the jaw to open by allowing the lips to open, the teeth to part, the jaw just to fall into a nice relaxed and release mode. Breathing in as we release and relax and let go. Breathing out as we release and relax and let go. Now let's feel that softening in the entire face, including the jaw, in the throat, the back of the neck, and the shoulders, another area where we have a tendency to store a great deal of tension. It's almost like some great masseuse is giving you a massage from one end of your shoulder all the way to the armpit, to the shoulder joint. Just feeling that, releasing, relaxing, and letting go. Allow that relaxation to travel down the upper arm, the lower arm, the backs of the hands, fingers, thumbs, palms, wrists, all the way back to the armpit. Feel the entire hand and arm releasing, relaxing, and letting go. Allow that relaxation to travel back into the shoulders, down into the chest, noticing how the chest rises slightly as the belly does with every in-breath, and falls ever so slightly with every out-breath. Feel the muscles releasing, relaxing, and letting go in the chest and around into the upper back, around the shoulder blades, upper back, down into the lower back, releasing, relaxing, and letting go, and around into the belly. Again, with every in-breath that we are not controlling or forcing, it's just coming naturally, we will notice the belly rising on the in-breath, being aware of that pause between the in and the out-breath, the belly falling on the out-breath as the breath extends a little bit longer than the in-breath as we proceed. Pause between the out-breath and the beginning of the next in-breath. Belly releasing, relaxing, and letting go. Feel that relaxation traveling down into the pelvis, the hips, the buttocks. Feel your sits bones contacting the surface you're sitting on, and feel everything releasing, relaxing, and letting go. Back of the thighs, groins, front of the thighs or quadriceps, the front of the knee, releasing, relaxing, letting go. Down the shin, around to the calf and the ankles, releasing, relaxing, letting go. As you continue to be aware of breath in, belly rising, breath out, belly falling. No hurry. Do not need to be anywhere but where you are right now, right here. Allow the relaxation to travel to the top of the feet, to each of your toes, and finally to the soles of the feet. Releasing, relaxing, and letting go. Any remaining tension that may be in the body slips out through the soles of the feet and into the surface where your feet are planted. Breathing in, belly rises. Breathing out, belly falls. Relaxing here, breathing in, breathing out, without forcing or controlling the breath. Again, I'm going to ask you to ask yourself this question without attempting to answer it with the intellectual mind, just sitting with the question. And again, reminding yourself that everything is exactly as it should be, right here, right now, regardless of what you are experiencing. Who is aware of this body relaxing, releasing, and letting go? Thoughts may continue to come into your conscious awareness from here. And as thoughts come in, should they come in, we're not going to push them away. We're not going to try to control them or stop them. We're simply going to be aware that thoughts are coming in. Without getting lost in the drama and the story each thought is trying to pull us into, we're simply going to label any thought, should it arise, under a big cloud label of thinking. It's all just thinking. One of the many mental formations that we experience as human beings. Just thinking. No need to follow the thought. No need to get lost in the thought. Just be aware that you are thinking as you watch this cloud of thinking pass by your awareness. Continue to be aware of breath going in as belly rises, breath going out as belly falls. Thinking, just thinking. I'm going to get you to ask yourself this question without trying to answer it, without trying to allow the intellectual mind to take control again. Simply ask without needing an answer of any kind. Who is aware that I am thinking? And as we continue to ask these questions, we're going to find ourselves slipping more and more deeper into this dark room. Deeper, deeper, and deeper. Feelings and emotions may arise as well. And without forcing them away or pushing them away or trying to resist them, or without getting lost in them and following them away as they so want us to do, we're going to simply notice feelings, labeling them in a big cloud called feeling. Just feeling. Don't need to name the feelings. We don't need to get lost or identify the feelings. We don't need to know why we're feeling the way we are. We're just aware and noticing feelings. As we watch that cloud of feeling pass by our conscious awareness without following it, staying in our center and watching. Breath continues. We're aware of belly expanding on the in-breath, aware of belly falling on the out-breath. And we ask ourselves again, who is aware that I am feeling? Getting deeper and deeper into this dark room, this empty space that has no walls and no floor. Now we're going to become aware, should it happen, of the inner body. We felt the exterior body, but now we're going to feel the inner body. Bring your attention to the palms of your hands and notice what you're experiencing there. Beyond the surface layer, you may notice a tingling or a vibration. And if you're being very mindful, you may notice that mindfulness and awareness traveling from the palm of the hand all the way through your body. This is the inner body. This is the layer that houses the soul. Being aware again of breath, belly rising on the in-breath, falling on the out-breath. Ask yourself this very profound question. Who is aware of my inner body? Feel yourself slipping deeper and deeper and deeper into this dark room that has no walls or no floors, just space. You do not need an answer to these questions. You just need to ask them. Just letting everything be exactly as it is, without needing to fix it or control it. There's no right or wrong, no good or bad, no should be or no shouldn't be in this space. There just is what it is. We're sliding more and more below the form. All that was form. And the deeper we get, in the next breath, we're sliding into the formlessness of who we are. Beyond the thinking and feeling mind, beyond the body, beyond the breath, beyond the inner body. We're sinking into who we are. This is wise mind. This is empty mind. This is who you really are. Just notice this and ask, who is aware of my formlessness? Stay here. If you get pulled back into form for whatever reason, use the breath to anchor you down. Bring you back into the body. Pull you away from mind as you ask the question again. Who is aware of my formlessness? Body sensations may take you away again. Internal environment may take you away again. External environment may take you away again. Thoughts may try to take you away. Feelings and emotions may try to take you away. Just breathe again if you find yourself slipping away. And ask yourself again, who is aware of my formlessness? Slowly, we're going to start working our way back up the vertical chain, work our way out of this dark room with no walls or no floors. We're simply going to become aware of where we are in time and space again. We're going to take a nice big breath in, counting to 4 on the in-breath, noticing the pause and exhaling on the count of 6. Noticing the pause again for 2 breaths. Feel the body relaxing. Body becoming more alert, more aware of any sensations in it, more aware of any sounds outside it, any feelings outside it. Noticing the breath again, belly rising on the inhale, falling on the exhale. Noticing any thoughts or feelings. We're going to wiggle our toes to bring the body back to life a little bit slowly. Our fingers. Roll the shoulders up on the inhale, back on the exhale. Let's go forward this time. Inhale up, exhale forward. Slowly, ever so slowly, we're going to open our eyes. We're going to look around where we are again in time and space. Taking that peaceful center, that empty walled and empty floored dark room we were in with us. It is a room full of peace that we can carry with us throughout the remainder of our days. Thank you for joining me on this journey of who is aware. Namaste.